Problema sa Germany. Ay, naku. Galing ka sa Pilipinas, excited ka. Tapos pagdating mo dito, ano daw yun, girl? Ano daw problema? Ano daw mga tensyon na nagaganap ngayon? Same thing yung sinasabi about sa Pilipino. Wala akong narinig na Pilipino na nanlamang or tinatamad-tamad sa work or walang TLC. Parang binalubag pag nag-aalaga. Girl, nung bago ako dito, sa Germany, which was almost 5 years ago, I was only focused on building my own nursing career and pag-adjust sa pamumuhay dito sa Germany. Lately, the news today is more about Germany is struggling with immigration. Mas lalong naging stricto yung mga housing shortages and political debates about foreigners. Now, last time, the Chancellor got backslash on his remarks about foreign migrants. Kasi though he praised those especially na nasa university, working in senior homes, he also differentiated irregular stayers who don't follow the rules. And to be honest, 5 years ago, I really did feel safety to Germany, but now really you cannot tell. 'Di ba sa atin sa Pilipinas, napakadaming tambay na magwiwitwiw pa yan sa'yo, girl, pag nadaan ka sa sa kalsada. And especially those working in a night shift, 'di ba? Matatakot ka. Dito, wala kang makikita mga guards sa mga store. Wala ding mga tambay. Lagi ding may nagronda ng mga pulisay, lalo na sa mga matataong lugar, like Hauptbahnhof. And of course, madali kasi tumawag ng police, pag may something. Now, I want us to talk openly about yung real situation ng immigrants dito sa Germany and what it means for us who choose to build a life here. But first of all, let's go ahead and talk about ano yung mga problemang nararanasan dito sa Germany para din aware ka. Parang galing ka sa Pilipinas, excited ka, tapos pagdating mo dito, ano daw yun, girl? Ano daw problema? Ano daw mga tensyon na nagaganap ngayon? Now, there's always this parang kaliwa at kanan na debate about it, Yung isa, Deutschland is bunt. Kumbaga, multicultural naman na talaga tayo dito. Yung isa naman, gusto mas stricto, Mas kailangan i-profile yung mga immigrants na papadalhin dito. During that time, around 2014, ang daming refugees na inako ni Germany. Humanitarian obligations sa world, usually gano'n naman, diba, yung mga countries na nagtutulungan. And sa totoo, most Germans ayaw naman na mag-anak. And for the economy to grow, you really need manpower. And considering yung life expectancy ng Europe, ng Europeans versus sa atin sa Pilipinas, di ba sa atin sa Pilipinas around 70 years old, dito talagang natanda sila up to 90 years old, some even 100 years old. They really needed manpower. And that's why kailangan nilang mag-rely sa mga working citizens, and because of our tax, we do contribute sa government nila. If I can also give you an example, halimbawa Korea. It's the same kind of problem na Koreans mostly doesn't want to have children. And 20 years time, since patanda na yung population and walang ibang mga bagong tao na going into manpower, they can no longer reverse it. Korea's economy will fall. But then, there are also some conversations you would hear with your colleagues na there are some refugees na kumbaga binigyan mo na ng kamay, gusto pa buong braso. Kumbaga, tinulungan mo na para makatayo ulit sa paa, pero hanggang ngayon, asa pa din sa gobyerno. And you know na Germany has really high tax rate, and part ng tax mo is helping those in need of government assistance. So you'd hear stories na, ay Diyos ko, yan, nangubra na naman yan ng ilang euro per month. Binigyan na girl ng libreng pabahay, binigyan na ng pang-grocery, may pang-allowance pa. Hindi man lang mag-work. Ay yung nagbabayad ng tax. So may katotohanan din talaga nun. Not everyone din kasi, diba, has the same mindset na, go girl, mag-work tayo na mag-work. Yung iba, bakit nga naman ako nag-work? May nakuha naman akong libre. Nabubuhay naman ako. Petics na lang ako. But there's also na naghahanap din nga ng work. Hirap din makahanap ng work dahil sa bureaucracy dito sa Germany. Ang daming qualifications, ang daming paperworks at lahat-lahat talaga. And hindi madali ang German language. So, for example, mataas yung work mo sa ibang bansa, you may not be able to have that same work dito sa Germany. So, may iba talaga na nahihirapan mag-integrate na makapasok sa sistema nila. And of course, syempre, halimbawa, dadalhin mo yung asawa mo, yung pamilya mo dito. Hirap din makapasok sa workforce. They say na kailangan ng tao, pero getting into that workforce is also hard. There's something as well na parang butas sa sistema. Kasi for example, no, for a family, syempre, you're paying less tax kumpara sa mga singles. Naku, kaway-kaway sa mga singles dyan. So, kumbaga, tipong 50 euro yung deduction mo sa tax. Itong mga single, 300. Kami mga single, 300, 400 euro yung deduction na talagang nakakaiyak tignan yung payslip mo. And yung mga bata, of course, nakakuha din ng allowance. So, depende sa age. Pero until 18 years old, may makukuha silang allowance. So, sa totoo, maganda yung family benefit dito sa Germany. Now, if both parents will work, iba na yung magiging tax class. So that difference, kumbaga sa net income, it may be less. Bakit ka na naman mag-work? Mas malaki pa yung nakukuha mo kung yung isa walang work. Diba? There were also attacks, of course, and hate crimes against refugees, immigrants, and there were also crimes committed by immigrants. And this is happening in other European countries too. One of the challenges of immigration is proper profiling and making sure na nakakapag-adjust din tayong lahat dito. Kasi the reality is, naki-work naman talaga tayo dito sa bansa nila. For us na Filipino, no, you know that we don't have better work opportunities sa Pilipinas for nurses. So for you to earn, your option is really working abroad. That's why there's a boom of OFW. But for other countries, it's also because of war. So the question is, where do we Filipinos fit into this conversation? How did these changes affect our dreams, our jobs, and the way people see us here? Ano ba yung tingin sa atin nila dito? How can we respond? How can we adopt and continue to make a positive impact sa mga Filipinos abroad? Germany needs skilled workers. They need nurses. So meron ng opportunities para sa atin dito, especially now na mas kilala na tayo dito, no? It's the same thing na sinasabi nila about sa atin. Ay, masisipag yan. Ay, mababait yan. Ay, ang friendly na mga yan. Nakasmile lang lagi yan. Mga colleagues, mga residents, mga seniors, mga patients na mga kausap mo. Same thing yung sinasabi about sa Pilipino. Wala akong narinig na Pilipino na nanlamang or tinatamad-tamad sa work or walang TLC. Parang binalubag pag nag-aalaga. Kasi alam natin kung paano mag-alaga sa mga lolo at lola. Though qualified tayo, I would like to put emphasis on preparation. The language proficiency, the integration sa culture, and underkenong process, ito yung kailangan nating pagdaanan. On the channel, no, I do talk about mga cultural differences natin, so you can see ano yung kaibahan ng pamumuhay natin sa Pilipinas versus ano yung pamumuhay nila dito. You also suggested about a day in my life, mga helpful phrases. I'm adding all those, lahat yun, suggestions mo, para makatulong, especially if mag-work ka dito sa Germany. Hindi naging madali para sa mga nauna dito na nga pa lahat. Pero ngayon, masabi ko naman na may anong na tayo, may idea na tayo as Filipinos kung paano mag-adjust dito sa Germany. It is really important na mag-integrate ka. I always think though, nakikitrabaho lang tayo sa bansang ito. So it's important for me to observe ano ba yung ways nila dito so that I would be able to adapt or I would be able to adjust. Doon tayo magaling na mga Pilipino. Diba kaya nga ang daming nag-work abroad kasi tayong pinaka-flexible na culture. They say, no, na Germans are cold kasi talagang sobrang direct nila, girl. They don't understand warmth because they weren't taught to. Hindi nila naintindihan na, uy, Mars, kita tayo, namimiss na kita. Hoy, ang tagal nating hindi nagkita now. But when you work here, do come from a place of observing. Observe mo sila and let them be as they are. But you, I want you to build your own network, no? You show your own contribution. Be aware of local culture. Mag-adjust ka sa language, work and social norms, and ano ba yung right mo dito? I want you to be aware of that. Now, as an immigrant, you definitely would face same pressure as others, one of which is finding affordable housing. Think about it, especially if you would move sa mga high-demanding areas, no, mga big cities. At the beginning too, some agencies are tied up sa ibang facilities na, girl, nasa liblib ang peg, ganyan, nasa bulubundukin, ganyan. Once you are done with your anerkennung, do your own research about different states. Ano ba yung may Filipino community? Kasi iba yung feeling na lalo pa ang layo natin, no, sa Pilipinas. Wala ka ng support system mo dito, wala yung friends mo, wala yung family mo. pag may nadaanan kang Pilipino or narinig mo lang na may nagtatagalog, parang napapasmile ka talaga, girl. Hindi pala ako nag-iisa. And please do enough research about different agencies, no? I don't have much info about mga direct hires kasi usually, diba, we do go through some agencies. But I want you to really do research about it. If, for example, may mga offers sa inyo na mga direct hires, ganyan, make sure na sa mga big hospitals yan, mga uniclinic, kasi mas may alam na sila, kumbaga, sa immigration process, considering madami na din silang mga students at hindi yung maliliit lang or kakilala kasi ng Pilipino yung may-ari. Don't be scammed. Hindi mo maiiwasan na mismong kalahain natin ay sila pa yun ang lamang talaga. Diyos ko, Lord. Migrant workers, especially in nursing homes, no, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa medical field, are really deeply acknowledged dito sa Germany. The role here as nurses are very vital and that gives us leverage. And we have to use it to our advantage. But don't be taken advantage as well. Read through your own contract, kahit Deutsch pa yan, kahit talagang magdugo-dugo yung ilong mo dyan. Normally kasi, diba, you would come here as a nursing assistant, then once you have passed the anerkennung or the recognition process nila, your salary should reflect na nurse ka na. Meron din talagang matuso, hindi mo nabasa or na-explain sa'yo, ang sistema, 2 years pala daw after ng anerkennung mo, saka lang magre-reflect yung bagong salary. Eh di wow. I want you to be assertive as well. Know how to demand kasi girl, pinagtatrabahon mo din yung sahod mo at hindi naman yan. Thank you lang. So there we go. That's it for today. Thank you so much for always suggesting this content. It helps me kung paano ko pa kayo matulungan if you are interested to work here in Germany. So thank you so much for being with me today. This is your Ate Girl. This is Odyssey and I'll see you next time. Cheers!